Last week, I was invited out to Las Vegas for the Celebrity Poker Tour. Professional athletes, content creators, and celebrities alike were all brought together here for one reason, and one reason only: a love for poker. I catch up with Brad Owen and Rampage, two of my fellow creators, for a celebratory shot to each of our successes. We take a seat at the table, which is nothing less but stacked with star power. We have 100k chips to start, which is also 100 big blinds, and our buddy Dalton Kincaid is here at the table. You might remember him from my Buffalo Bills vlogs, and as the degenerate that he is, Dalton suggests we played the 7 deuce game, so I obliged by making it a 1k side bet to win with the worst hand in poker. And speaking of the worst hand in poker, look at that, we pick it up here right away in one of our very first hands. We're at the 1k blind level. I make it 5k with the worst hand, and somehow, someway, everyone folds their cards. I turn it over and needle Dalton for the 7 deuce bounty. Let's go! Ethan! Ethan! 7 deuce, man! 7 deuce! 7 deuce! Let's go, I love this guy. Blinds go up super fast in this basically turbo tournament. We're at the 3k, 5k blind level now, so I'm reduced all the way down to 17 big blinds. There is a few limps over to me. I look down at Queen 10 offsuit. Not the best hand, not the worst one. I decided to jam it all in here. No one has jammed their entire stack in yet, so I'm thinking this is a pretty strong move. I can pick up around 23k in chips uncontested, but as you can see here, that is exactly the opposite of what happens. We're going to get everybody and their mother to put in the call, and it seems like they're pretty stoked to do it as well. Oh my God! Hey, this is it. This is how you win the tournament right here. Oh my God! Oh my God! Look what I did! Look what I did! Man, Ren ain't doing it. I'm done. After a few of the cards are exposed, it looks like we're in pretty decent shape here, and the flop gives us some help with an open-ended straight draw, a backdoor flush draw, and we still have the overcard being the queen.
I got the same suit. Hey, y'all counting cards. I've been seeing 21.
We're counting cards. We're counting cards. Unfortunately, the turn and river are both bricks, so we're left with queen high, which is definitely not good, against jack 4 offsuit times 2. Both of the guys to my right have jack 4 offsuit and suited, and they are going to chop up the pot. What a disaster. Queen 10 offsuit goes down in flames, but no worries. We have a rebuy chip, which is worth 100k, so we're on to bullet number 2. If we lose this, though, it's the end of our run here at the CPT. Alright, we're on a completely different table now. The blinds are 10k, 20k, and I only have 95k in my stack, which means we have less than 5 big blinds. So when we see a limp, I decide to jam in my jack king offsuit here and see if we can get some folds. That's not what happens. Marquise Lee, an NFL legend, might have been on some of your fantasy football teams as well. He's going to give us some action here. We get the player to our right to fold, and he turns over ace 10 offsuit, so we're a 60-40 dog in this one. But there's some fight in this dog here. We flop ourselves top pair and the king of spades to go along with it. Flipping the script here, the turn and river don't help Marquise, and we are doubling up, taking down that 220k pot. Let's go. Needed that. I needed that. Thank you. Thank you. The blinds have gone up now to 20k, 40k. They've been running through me and eating up my chip stack a bit. We're down to 120k. But the positive news is we're looking down at jack king offsuit once again. And if it worked once, it's going to work twice. I jam my stack in. We're going to get called by Chase Demore, Laviska Shenault, who's another NFL legend, and Marquise Lee is going to come in there again. This time he has significantly less. He jams for 40k. So it's basically a 4-way hand here. 2 of us are all in. The flop comes king, king, deuce, bang. We flop trips. And before the flop came out, I did show my cards to some people behind me. We had an audience, and I'm hoping their poker face is as good as mine. Even though I'm all in here, we want to keep it fair to all the other players. If people behind me are yelling and screaming, it's pretty obvious that I have a king in my hand. Some action on the flop here between Chase and Laviska. The turn comes the 8 of diamonds and a little bit more of the same, followed by a check on the river. The side pot is going to be won by Chase, but your boy Wolfgang here is taking down the main pot. And just like that, we are up to 375k in our stack. Thank you. Got the fans spot over here. Let's go, man. Let's go, Calais. Case got his wish. I'm quadrupled up. Blinds are up again. 25K, 50K. LaVisca makes it 100K to go off of an impressive chip stack. 1.8 million. I mean, after the NFL, it looks like this guy has his career figured out. He makes it 100K to go, and I look down at jacks off of a 7.5 big blind stack. I decided to rip it all in with the 4th best hand ever created. We have another NFL legend on the table. Calais Campbell has position on me here in the small blind, and he's an NFL legend, over 100 sacks in his career. He jams it in for 225K. Definitely a strong move from him. LaVisca is going nowhere. He puts in the call as well, and we are going to go off 3 ways to a flop. We decide to turn our cards over, and look at that. We have the table in rough shape. Calais has 2 overcards, ace, queen offsuit. That makes a ton of sense. And LaVisca here is playing the lottery, roulette, whatever you want to call it. 6 deuce of clubs. He's feeling lucky today, and we're going to go off to a flop here. Going to be winning this around 46% of the time. That drops down to 8% on an ace-4 3-board. Calais Campbell takes a massive lead here with 73% chance to take it down. But there's 2 more cards to come, and the jack of spades peels off on the turn. Oh! Calais is going to be knocked out of the tournament, but LaVisca has deuce 6, so that's a gutter to a 5. What a nasty river card that would be. But luckily, the poker gods are on my side. The 9 of clubs peels off, and our 100K chip stack at one point is now a 1.025 million chip pot. And look at that, we even get a smile out of Brad Owen there from the corner of the table. Marquise Lee and Shane Victorino give me some love for that insane hand. And at the end of the day, though, Calais Campbell is knocked out of the tournament. What a cool guy. I got a sick picture with him just showing the difference between an NFL player and a poker player. The size difference is massive, yeah.
It's the jack, dude. It's because Brad's here. It's because Brad's here. That's a second.
We've been in the PokerGo studio here at the Aria for around 4 hours. It's being streamed on their YouTube channel, but up until now, my chip stack had not been impressive enough to make the switch and be put on the big screen. But now that I passed the 1 million chip mark, they announced that Wolfgang is headed to the feature table. Rampage is there as well. Oh wait, he just got knocked out in like 15th place. And yeah, I'm going to come in for some revenge, show these celebrities and influencers what is up. They also brought LaVisca Chenault over. Let's just say he's feeling lucky. Going to be playing pretty much the exact same here at the feature table. It's a pretty stacked feature table. We have Gronkowski, Will Levis. We also have Bryce Hall and Tana. LaVisca joins us, and let's not forget about Aljamain Sterling. What a legend he is. And yeah, let's just say I'm not too starstruck often when playing poker, but this feature table is definitely one to remember. Speaking of that, I waste no time here. My second hand at the table, I look down at pocket jacks. Let's not forget the blinds are 50K, 100K, and I have 875 in my stack, which means I have 8.5 big blinds. That constitutes an all-in. I'm going to shove my entire stack all in here, and LaVisca wakes up with ace queen of diamonds. So a good old-fashioned flip here for a nearly 2 million chip pot. This will be massive, giving me basically the chip lead at the table. Will Levis would have a 1.9 million chip pot. But look at that, LaVisca is all laughs. He knows that he's been running good this tournament. He hasn't experienced any pain yet, and I'm definitely hoping to be putting a bad beat on him here with my jacks versus his ace-queen. Now, for any of you seasoned veteran poker players out there, if you need a little bit of good luck and you have a backpack, it's highly advised to put it on. It's definitely going to give you a little bit more of an edge against your opponent. And look at that. It worked on the flop. 9-8 deuce.
Pro move, getting up, putting the backpack on.
Kind of leave a little bit.
Yeah, then you leave.
Now the second trick to get a little bit of extra run good from the poker gods is to walk away from the table. Basically assuming that you're going to lose the hand, but it's a little bit of an Uno reverse card. You walk away from the table, the poker gods are going to want to keep you there. The king of spades, look at that. They reward us on the turn. We have a nearly 86% chance to win this.
You act like you're leaving like it's over.
A little further away.
I like this. This is unbelievable. Look at, he's got the microscope on.
So I figure, why not walk further away from the table so far that I have to make a makeshift telescope to see what the river card brings in. Surely, with this kind of a performance, there's no way the poker gods can ruin my night. But the ace of spades comes in on the river. Look at my face. I had some evil intentions in this one. If I was going to win the hand, there's no doubt in my mind I was shipping this tournament, taking it down for all of my backers on Fliff. But with that, LaVisca is going to get the knockout, assume 975K more chips, And just like that, my night is over. In the last 2 tournaments here at the CPT, I make the feature table just to bust in the very first or second hand with pocket jacks. And yeah, I had a message for the people, everyone that supported me along this journey.
Everyone that put money on me, I feel so bad, but I got it in good.
Everybody fired up.
Two pairs beat one pair.
Unfortunately, a 12th place finish does not get me anything more than a new pair of sneakers. If I would have got top 9, I would have got like $1,500. Want to give a huge shout out to Blake, the CPT, Brock, everyone for putting this cool experience on. I'll definitely be out for the next one. Let's just say if I make the featured table, I'm not only sticking around for one hand. If you guys like this video, be sure to click on some of my other ones. I'll put them up on the screen right now. Make sure you subscribe as well, and as always, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!